Hello everybody, this is an add-on video on hello an add-on video on my previous video on the Korve 450 setup. There are a few details that perhaps I didn't mention thoroughly in my first video, and I would like to tell you more about in this one. So the first thing, one of the first things you had to do on this bike, Korve 450 Rally, is to set up properly the suspensions, front and rear. For the front suspensions, what you need is this. You need to upgrade the fork seal kit with this model. And also the fork, the bushing kit with this model. They are both by SKF, and what I did, I also added the mud scraper kit, still by SKF. And obviously when you do that for the front suspension, you're probably going to change the oil, because normally what we've seen so far, that usually they put too little oil. So please check your manual for the right amount and use it accordingly. Another thing you need to do is the rear suspension. The motorbike tends to be at the back, especially, tends to be a little bit straight up. So you need to work on the preload in order to lower it a little bit. Then third thing you need to do is to what I've noticed is that the brakes, especially the rear brakes, tend to be a little bit long. Let's say the braking is a little bit long. So I suggest you to change, to drain the present oil and change it with a .5 oil. I think I use the Motorex 5.1, and that would slightly improve your braking power, especially, as I said, it's mostly for the rear wheel. At the rear front wheel, as you can see, I also balanced both wheels, front and rear, here and here, because I use mousse and air, and I don't use the inside for the tubes. So the wheel tends, when you go fast, let's say over 100 kilometers per hour perhaps on a highway, the wheel tends to move too much, and by balancing the wheels you are set. So this is what you can do mostly. Another thing that I've done is going to be useful to you. I changed the grips. I used the Pro Grip Rally 714, and as you can see here, I also enlarged underneath the center part. So this is, let's say, it's a custom need for me, because I can grip it better, especially if you have problems, let's say, with your hands. Of course, I've done it on both sides as well. And so this is what is really needed. Suspensions, front and rear, brakes, the oil brakes, and to set up to balance front and rear wheels as well. And so I hope this was useful to you, and if you like to receive more information about the please subscribe to the channel. I will soon be traveling in Central America with it, and of course giving you some more info about the whole trip and my setup, both for the bikes and for the in terms of luggage for long distance traveling. So all the best to everybody.